Hey guys, Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. Today I've got a really cute fun fold for you. We're gonna flip, flap, and make a little sunshine. I wanted to show you this orientation, but we're gonna do this orientation today. I also wanted to show you both samples because I changed up my pool party card. Isn't this beautiful designer series paper with a little squiggle and then with a little heart? The rainbow pattern. These are all from the Sunshine and Rainbows designer series paper. Let me show you a few more patterns really quick. You cannot buy this paper. This is the one we're using, but you can have it for free with a $50 order during Sale-a-bration. Look at these rainbows. Aren't they gorgeous? Here. And UPS just dropped off the new mouse. Mischievous mouse, I think it is. Host set. I can't wait to use that one. That doesn't look like cheese. Rainbows. And then here's some more rainbows. Look at this granny apple green pattern. So good for everything. The clouds, we're going to use this one today. Coordinate with the cloud punch. Little rainbows on the back. Multicolor stripe. And another multicolor stripe. We're going to use this one for our pool party today. And then this one. Look at that great dot. Isn't that fantastic? A rainbow with a seafoam and white pattern. I love this one together with its backside. So there's a Bermuda Bay. I don't know. They just look good together. And then bring in this Misty Moonlight one. How about the seafoam? Look at this. So even if you don't love the rainbows, you're going to go and go and go with this designer series paper. You can't buy it. You can only earn it for free when you place an order during Sale-a-bration. All right. So those are our designer series paper. Isn't that a great pack? Let's get started with the base of our card. We're going to need 2 So Saffron pieces. This one is 3 5/8 by 10. This one is 8 1/4 by 4 1/4. Let's pop these into the Simply Scored tool and score them. This one's going to get scored in half at 5 inches. And this one is going to get scored at 5.5 inches. So we'll have that 4 1/4 by 5.5 card base when we fold this up. Let's get the bone folder and fold it up. Now we can add our designer series paper. I've got 2 pieces. I'm going to stick with this multicolor rainbow. I love it. And we're going to shake up the pool party piece. I've got this one today. So we'll have squiggles. We'll have, I don't know, it looks almost like abstract clouds and little sprinkles of hearts. All are such good pieces. All right, this is 3 1/2 by 4 7/8. It's hard to put glue on the pretty side. Look at that multicolored little stripe. So there's the flip part of our card. Let's do the flat part of our card. This designer series paper is 2 5/8 by 4 1/8. Now we're going to glue these 2 card base pieces together. And liquid glue on the back of your fold. It opens to the left. And you're going to glue it right in center here of your open card base. And now when you lift and flip and flap, there's your card. Isn't that cute? All right, I want to embellish with some ribbon. I've got gingham ribbon here. It's bumblebee gingham. And I'm just going to wrap the flap and tie a bow. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, somebody had told me that's the perfect place to slide your gift card. So if you wanted to use this one as a gift card holder, it would be a good one. All right, let's slide aside and do some stamping. The stamp sets we're using are both photopolymer stamp sets. So we are going to grab a Stampin' Pierce mat. And I've got Blushing Bride, Mango Melody, and Tuxedo Black. Got a scrap of So Saffron cardstock, just like our card base. And we're going to use the Sharing Sunshine stamp set to make our little sun. It doesn't look like much until you start building the pieces together. The little face here, that is the sun, can also be the moon. So you'd stamp it and then stamp the little craters in the face on. It makes a beautiful moon. You can stack it with either of the rays. You can stamp off just a little bit. Use these rays around. It's a sunset or a rising sun. It's a really fun stamp set. But until you start mixing and matching the pieces and building with it, it's hard to see its possibility. Take a look at the blog kitchentablestamper.com. There is a Stamp a Stack card class with this stamp set, and you can see some more fun how to use it. All right, there's our rays and now our sun. For the face, I don't want quite as intense, so I'm going to pull in my little notebook here. I'm going to stamp off one time and then stamp, so we get a little bit lighter Mango Melody for the face. I'm going to trim this away and cut this guy out. Gives my Mango Melody face just a second to dry while I run the scissors around the rays. That way we get a nice crisp face when we stamp the black over dry ink and the cheeks over dry ink. We're going to get a sharper face. All right, let's go back in and put the face on our sun. Little Memento Tuxedo Black and make a smiley. It's a cold winter day here, so it's fun to make my own sunshine. Little Blushing Bride for the cheeks. And I'm going to clear away the ink pads and cut my son's face out with paper snips. All right, there's our two parts. We're going to pop them together with a little Stampin' Dimensional. Isn't it adorable? Oh my, I love it. This is with our Designer Series paper, the Sunshine and Rainbows Designer Series paper, and our Cloud Punch. There it is. Isn't that a cool punch? It's made to work with the Designer Series paper. So we're going to go ahead and cut off some of these clouds that are not whole clouds. Of course, you can punch flowers out of that. You can use the little bits or squares with your dies, so just set it aside, or you can use the clouds if you use them strategically so that they go off the edges of whatever it is. And then look at this one. This one is so cute with a little flat bottom. You can definitely use that on a project. So, so cute. But let's cut out a whole one. I want a full cloud. And then I had this one already waiting. So there's our clouds. Got a couple of little hearts here. These are from the Give It a Whirl dies. Now I've made lots of projects lately with these dies, and I have one of the littlest ones already cut. It's spare from another project, so we're gonna put that there. But I don't have this medium size one, so let's grab the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and Give It a Whirl dies. Little scrap of Flirty Flamingo cardstock. A little bit bigger die here. I love the Give It a Whirl dies. They have hearts and stars and clouds and banners and rectangles and circles and all kinds of great shapes that are just really good accompaniment kind of pieces. Plus the Give It a Whirl dies will make your Viewmaster type cards kind of an interactive fun card. So if you haven't seen these guys, take a look at them from the annual catalog. The little arrows are adorable. There's bigger hearts, stars. Here's clouds, the little banner, rectangles, circles. This is a fun little element that you can use for your Viewmaster card with the little gear, or you can use it just as a layer on your card. Really, really fun. But if all you have in mind is, you know, Give It a Whirl and those Viewmaster type cards, maybe that's not your thing, I think you'll miss a really fantastic set of dies. All right, speaking of dies, I do have two more die cuts here. I want to show you these. These are basic white. They're stitched, scalloped rectangles. I used Stitched So Sweetly to cut them ahead of the video. It's the largest and second largest from Stitched So Sweetly. We're going to do some more stamping. So let's get the Stampin' Pierce mat and some ink pads. I have Flirty Flamingo, Pool Party, Mango Melody, and Tuxedo Black. I'm going to start with Tuxedo Black and my little outside greeting. Little something to brighten your day. Bottom right corner of the smaller stitch scallop rectangle. Can set that aside. Now we're going to bring in this large bow for our rainbow and ink it with Flirty Flamingo. This one's definitely easier to bring the ink pad to the stamp instead of the stamp to the ink pad. We're going to build a rainbow greeting for inside of our card, starting with the outside ring. Then what I think is the best part of this rainbow stamp set, I love the little rings of the rainbow that add a little graphic interest. So this greeting is perfectly shaped, sending you a rainbow of happiness to fit right in as one of the rings in your rainbow. There's also a fun little stripe ring that's this size, and it's meant to fit in. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to layer it up? So here's that stripe one that I'm talking about. Let's layer it. It's a photopolymer stamp set. And somebody had asked me, how do I get all my rings to line up just perfectly and without stretching the rings out of shape and then they don't stack? So here's the way this works. You're going to take your stamp, it's photopolymer, you're going to put it face down. Give it a second, let it relax. You can even, give it a poke, and then bring your block to the stamp and pick up the stamp. Now the stamp is going to be exactly the shape that is going to nest, or in this case, we're going to stamp right over mango on mango. And it's the perfect size that's going to nest with all the rest of the rings of the rainbow. So you can see, look at that cool little, you can replace that ring, the third ring of the rainbow, with the lines, or you can add that little extra visual detail, whatever you choose. But I love that you can mix and match the elements, not just plain rings, but you can have the little striped ring, you can have the solid rings, you can have the greetings in there, and it all is just perfectly coordinated to stack. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, let me clear away the ink pads and the Stampin' Pierce mat, and we'll finish our card. Back to our card, we've got our scallop stitched rectangles. The little one goes on the outside. It's gonna go over that ribbon and kind of sandwich it, so be a little generous with your glue. I've got it just a little bit high of center to leave some room for the ribbon and balance that ribbon off, but centered right to left and right over the ribbon. Our rainbow is for the inside. Look at how cool that is. I love that little detail of the mango melody textured ring on our rainbow. Here is our original rainbow without that extra little textured detail. It's just the little things, right? They look different, even though they're the same colors, but that little bit of texture just adds something. And it's optional, mix and match how you like. All right, for the outside of our card, let's take one of our clouds. We're gonna liquid glue. Don't cover your greeting. And then the sun, liquid glue. Don't be afraid to go past the edge. It's okay. It's kind of organic and flowy. Let the sun go off the edge. Let the cloud go off the edge. Now for our last 3 bits, let's get some dimensionals. Okay, everybody's got some mini dimensionals. And let's adhere our cloud. Again, we're going right off the edge of our blue or of our white scallop. It's okay. We're going to tuck the cloud up underneath the sun's chin, like it's laying on a pillow. Add the hearts for some pop of color and a little texture. There it is. A little something to brighten your day. If you've got any questions about the project, email me, marisa@kitchentablestamper.com. To shop Stampin' Up 24/7, buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net and click shop. Remember, during Sale-a-bration, you get a free gift with every $50 that you purchase, and this gorgeous sunshine and rainbows can be yours for free. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.